Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Monday night stream. We're just talking, hanging out, just having a conversation. As I had mentioned, both what was it, last Wednesday? No, not last Wednesday. Oh yeah, last Wednesday. Mentioned on Friday and Saturday. I I got my second COVID shot today. And, I said that I would see how I'm doing. Uh, if there wasn't really anything going on, if my arm was sore, but not like, so sore that I couldn't move it or lift it, but like that I could, lift my arm pretty well and all that, that there would be a stream. And if it was a little, it affected me a little more, there wouldn't be a stream. Well, happy to say that one thing that's happened is the sore arm, and I'm able to lift it quite a bit. I'm able to reach the keyboard of the MacBook here. So, yeah, we were able to. I'm able, or I'm able to do the stream. So, yeah, yeah. So that makes me really happy. Uh, I like after had the shot, I just kept monitoring, checking my arm, trying to lift it, trying to do various things with it. Like tomorrow is garbage day for us, so I took out the green card and the blue card, and didn't have any problems. And as the day turned into evening, still, I mean, yeah, it's sore the arm, but not so sore that I can't really use it. So I figured, you know what, I'm good to go to do the stream. Uh, and it did worry me a little bit when I was telling people about the fact that I was getting the second shot today. Because stories I was hearing that, oh, it's gonna be so bad. Oh, second one is gonna be worse than the first one and all that. And oh, I'm just happy that it's not too bad. It's just a sore arm, and I can still lift it. It's like to describe how my arm is. Actually a little bit better than with my first shot, because when I lift it, oh, I can lift a little higher before I start feeling the soreness compared to first shot. So yeah, that's good news. That makes me happy. So it will. So now, once the immunity fully kicks in and all that, I'll be able to start able to do more things. It's it's definitely going to be nice. It definitely feels good to be able to be fully vaccinated. Um, but hopefully, there's hopefully that everything reopening uh, keep getting better and around the world, and there's no setbacks that put the whole world back to lockdown. We all don't want that, that's for sure. And today, yeah, like the forecast for today was supposed to be rain, so I was prepared to go and go to the vaccination clinic that Alberta Health Services, like where I booked, at least where Alberta Health Services set up where I booked. I was prepared to go the rain, but it's just been cloudy all day. Maybe there was some rain later in the afternoon, but definitely not when I was out of the house. Um, so I'm happy about that. Last like for my first dose, it rained. It rained on the way there. It rained on the way back home. So I'm glad that if it did rain, I was already in the house. But I am happy that it is a lot cooler today compared to last week. Oh, last week. Yeah, 35 Celsius and over. Yeah, that was an experience, that's for sure, for almost a whole week. Like it has gotten to 35 Celsius here before, but like for a day or two, and then it's cooler again. But holy, 4 days, 5 days of that kind of weather, it was tough. And on top of that, as you all know, I did two streams during the official heat wave, and then also Friday. It still was pretty warm on Friday, and I did a stream during the daytime there as well. Uh, so that was an interesting experience. Doing a few streams during the heat wave, and yeah, that's why you saw in the stream description streaming in the middle of what was it? Streaming in the middle of a heat wave or streaming during the heat wave? Because well, that's what I was doing, streaming in a heat wave. Um, but but well, got through it. Had great streams even in the middle of the heat wave. So yeah, but I'm happy that it's a little cooler because more comfortable sleeps, that's for sure. And so, it's not so hot in the house that it's a little uncomfortable. Um, Now, before I continue on with the before I continue on, it looks like I got a couple of follows. I did actually three follows, but since my last stream on Saturday, but I've already thanked one of the three. Met him through Facebook. He had a post about like tell me about what you stream and all that. Like you can drop your link, but don't like just drop your link. Explain what you like, who you are a little bit, and what you play, what you stream, what you do on stream. Uh, so I responded, and he dropped a follow. As it turns out, he was or he is a well, not a teach, but a Twitch partner. He's a Twitch partner, so I already thanked him uh, after, because he had said on like through Facebook Messenger that he followed me, and for that I already thanked him. But there are two more who followed me since I got that one follow via Facebook. So Joss 131313 and Native Outlaw, thank you for following. Hope you'll be able to make it to my streams at some point. Great to meet you and also chat with you, talk with you, uh, talk video games with you as well, and have you watch whenever I'm playing a game and doing a chatting stream, or even like when I'm finally able to do a photo editing stream. I haven't been able to go out yet to take any photos. Since I went to Fish Creek Park a couple of weeks ago, I was actually planning to make a trip last week, but that heat wave, yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah, that heat wave, it, yeah, it was too hot to go out. So, the time I went out, as I mentioned, was last Wednesday. So yeah, um, uh, from what I'm hearing, but from what some like, anyways, you all know. I mentioned this as well. British Columbia, like a lot of places, were like 40 Celsius and up. I heard Vancouver, of all places, got to 43 degrees. That's not Vancouver weather. That's for sure. They don't get up to 43 degrees. It's usually raining there all the time. Uh, it is not 43 degrees. Well, 40 degrees, yeah. Penticton reaches that once in a while. Um, uh, I don't know if it's reached 43 in Penticton before, but I remember like there was a forecast for 43, I think, over there. I know close to the border, it was supposed to be like 46 degrees. Lytton, as I mentioned, or got up to 48 degrees. And in fact, last Monday, when we were on the Weather Network website and looked on that story about the hottest place in Canada, Lytton had reached 47 that day, and then another day it got to 48. And unfortunately, they had this bad forest fire and engulfed the whole town. I mean, the town got evacuated. I don't know much of the town got destroyed, but yeah, that's one of the big worries when it gets so hot and especially so dry. Um, it's a lot easier for a forest fire to get sparked. It did, but I do, or on Friday here, at least there was a major thunderstorm. There was heavy rain and hail, and lasted for about 3 4 hours, and then it stopped raining. It was cloudy, and then Saturday the rain was on and off. Yesterday rain was on and off. Today, as I mentioned, at least when I left the house to get my second dose, um, it was it was cloudy, but I think it might have rained a little bit in the afternoon. Uh, I definitely wasn't uh, outside, so I didn't get any rain on me. So, but yeah, the rain definitely was needed because, yeah, it like after that heat wave last week, it was really dry. Um, so it was a long weekend. Like, well, for us in Canada, we've been a 4 day long weekend because of Canada Day Thursday. Uh, yeah, well, as I mentioned, Thursday I do much. Friday played Thousand Year Door, spent time with my brother and my sister-in-law. Saturday, as you know, played Siberia 2. And yesterday, I actually didn't do much yesterday. Um, I basically just took it easy because the COVID shot today. Um, and I even went to bed a little earlier. I went up at 11, I think. So I went up pretty early. Um, and But somebody in Discord that was streaming this fireworks display that they are going on. Like I guess like they could see the fire, like they would see the fireworks from their house, so streamed it, and yeah, I watched that, and yeah, that was a really great show. Really fun to be able to watch that. First time I've actually watched fireworks display live, whether on the internet or on TV or even in person in a long time. So that was great. That was really fun to watch. Um, now, or like everybody, Canada, U.S. Watching. How's your long weekend? Did you do anything exciting, or did you just rest during the long weekend? You know what? I think there's a game four of the Stanley Cup final on. Let's check that out. Oh boy, the Habs. They're not putting up much of a fight, are they, against the Lightning? I thought they would put up a bigger fight than they have. The first three games they haven't played well. Oh, okay, 2-1. 9 minutes 30 seconds to go in the third period. Never know. I mean, he did come back against Toronto. Definitely came back against Toronto, that's for sure. So, never know. Never know. He did come back against Toronto, so never know. They might do it. They might be able to come back. Uh, it's been a long time. The Canadian team won the Stanley Cup. closest any team has come. 2004 Calgary Flames. I remember um watching watching that whole cup run, and it was so much fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch. So fortunately, in Game 7 that year, they just couldn't do it. Yeah, they just could not do it. Okay, 7 minutes 30 seconds to go. Third period, 2-1 still for Montreal. That's good. That's good. There's a way to live. Oh, there is a live tracker. Okay, okay. So let's see. Um, okay, open up the wrong station. Just, okay, go. Oh, it's 2-2 now. Ugh, that sucks. 2-2. Josh Anderson scored, and Barclay Goodrow. Alexander Romanov, Pat Maroon. Oh, former Edmonton Oiler there, Pat Maroon. Uh, and he wasn't too bad in Edmonton. I think he scored some goals there. A way to pull about him. You can check the NHL.com stats. Here, here we go. Oh, he was also in Anaheim. Okay, scored 11 goals. I mean, he did score. See, he did score some goals when he was in Edmonton. 27 of them to be exact. 42 points. So he has some pop. That's for sure. He does have some pop. Um, 4 goals, but he was only in 55 games. St. Louis. Oh, oh, 17 goals. Edmonton and New Jersey total. So yeah, I see he's not too bad of a player. So yeah. Um, but holy, I hope the Habs can do it and get the comeback going. Let's see, live tracker. Okay, 4:52 now. Left in the period, or left, yeah, left in the third period there. Uh, okay, 4:39 now. Let's see. I don't know if they called too many penalties in that game, but let's reload and see what's going on. See here now. Oh, okay, maybe there's a stoppage in play. Perhaps a TV timeout. Ah, oh wow, 28 shots on goal to 19 so far. Um, yeah, that's a little worrisome. That's for sure. Oh, hey, Frazzle Frazzle. Hi, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I'm doing good. I had a good day today. Yeah, uh, I got my second COVID shot today, and the only thing that's happened is a sore arm, and I'm able to lift it quite a bit, so, yeah, I'm able to do the stream today. And, yesterday I just, took it easy, because of the shot today, but, yeah, I'm glad that the only thing that's really happened is a sore arm, and, yeah, thanks. Uh, thanks. Yeah. So yeah, and then just wait for the immunity to build up, and then I can do more things. Then in a couple of weeks. And now keeping a little bit of an eye on that hockey game that's going on today. See what's going on. Okay, still 2-2. Uh, let's don't have that's. I don't know if I'd even be allowed to show it on stream. No, the live tracker because so now 2:29 left in the third period. Holy. Yeah, it is though good to be fully to get the two doses. Um. Oh, okay. Yeah, careful with Stardew. If you better keep. Yeah, because when I played that last Sunday, yeah, that's fine. I understand about that because but with Stardew, I played that last Sunday, and yeah, I ended up playing that for 5 hours. So keep some clocks nearby. Otherwise, that's a game to get lost to. And if you're not careful, you could end up playing for hours upon hours upon hours. And I played 5 hours of that game, and I'm only on day 15 in the game. Yeah, it is. It is definitely fun. But it's like Sim City, The Sims. If you don't have a clock nearby, or if you're not watching the clock, you're playing that for a long time. That's how fun it is. I mean, that's a game with so much depth. There's just so much to do. Um, it took me a long time before I finally got into the mines there. I think I only made it to what, level 4 or something like that in the mines, or level 3. I don't even unlock the elevator yet. Yeah, there's a yeah, there's a mine there. Yeah, like you have to wait for 5 or so in-game days, and then there's a mine, and yeah, you can mine all different types of things in there, and then also you're given a sword because there's some monsters in there. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do in that game. I mean, if you think it's just like planting planting the seeds and watering them and chopping the trees. There's a, a lot more to it than that. I mean, you can also get plants forage for plants, forage for food. There's fishing in there. The fishing game, it really depends on which type of fish you're trying to get. Some are really easy, some are really hard. Yeah, yeah, definitely, and really, and it definitely can be a big challenge. That's for sure. Yeah, and then also I think there's also. Oh, hey, Grizzly, how are you doing today? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we're right now talking about Stardew. Yeah, Raul Frazzle is playing it. It's his first time ever, so yeah, just telling him. We're just talking about all the things you can do in the game, and another thing is that like there's festivals there. Um, so yeah, you have to meet a lot of the different townspeople. Um, and there's a lot of different quests you can do. Yeah, it is one of those games that, yeah, it's easy to get lost in it just because of how much there is. So, Grizzly, have you ever played Stardew before? And also, how was everybody's long weekend? Did you do anything interesting, or did you just relax? How's the weather where everybody is? As I mentioned, the it was cool and cloudy today. At least when I went out to get my second dose. Um, and it might have rained in the afternoon, but yeah, I didn't really go out of the house much. Like also when I took out the garbage, there wasn't any rain. Might have been some rain while I was inside the house. But definitely beats that heat wave we had here last week. Uh, a lot more comfortable streaming uh, uh, compared to during that heat wave. That's for sure. Yeah, like at least with what I've played so far in Stardew, very easy to spend all that money. The game, uh, seeds and all the other things, and then like say there's this one festival that comes up. And buy seeds that are only available at the festival there, and if you've already spent all the in-game money, can't really buy those special seeds. Um, so it makes it very so. At least early on in the game, like I said, I'm only on day 15 in the game. But early on in the game, you can make a lot of money in there, but also, because you have to get upgrades and items and other things, it's easy to spend it all then. But um, I've talked to people who haven't even made past the first year in that game for one reason or another. I think it's just because of how much you can do. Because with that game, there's like four seasons, 28 days each. It's not a 365-day calendar. It's 28 days for one season, then you go to the next season, and then you have to plant a whole new set of crops. Like I don't know exactly what the because again, day 15, still in the spring of the first year Stardew. So I wouldn't know what they have for summer crops. And the good thing is that Stardew um, is does work on Mac, so I'm able to play on the MacBook. Now let's check up on the score of the hockey game. And for those of you who have followed me in the stream or have watched the stream when somebody follows me, one of the GIF for the follow is a hockey. And so yeah, I do like hockey. Okay, so they're going to overtime. It's tied 2-2. So uh, Jordan for Montreal, they have to get a goal. They have to get a goal. You know what? Let's see. Uh, Blue Jays stuff. Here. Well, I don't know exactly when the baseball trade deadline is, but are they on the are the Blue Jays on All-Star break or? Oh, they are on the All-Star break? Okay, okay. Oh, no, not yet. Okay, well, the Blue Jays look like they're doing pretty good. They have a promising team, that's for sure. Uh, and as you all know, I am a Blue Jays fan. I've always been a Blue Jays fan. Especially being from Canada. They're one of Canada's team. Well, they are Canada's only team now with the Expos having moved to Washington all those years ago. Uh, well, hey, I mean, Washington Nationals winning the World Series, it hurt a little bit because it's like, imagine they did that in Montreal. I mean, the whole country been so excited because a Canadian team finally won the World Series for the first time since 1993. Blue Jays won with Joe Carter's home run off of Mitch Williams. Um, I just had to check something before I don't want to get into trouble with this being chatting. I don't think I'll be able to show it. But anyway, Joe Carter, I remember watching it live on TV, and that was so cool. Like I, Joe Carter hitting that home run off of Mitch Williams. Um, I don't think I'll show it, so I'm not gonna take the chance. Doesn't look like loud, but anyway, look up on YouTube 1993 World Series Joe Carter home run or something like that. Do the search here. Alright, so just do a search Joe Carter walk-off home run 1993 World Series, and you'll see the video you'll see a video of what I'm talking about, Joe Carter's home run. Yeah, I remember watching it live and it was so good, and I remember 1994's All-Star game. Now I won't get into strike that killed any chance of a All Canada World Series matchup. I mean, the Expos were doing so awesome that year, and Blue Jays also were pretty good. And there was talk of possible All Canada World Series. Uh, Montreal Expos versus Toronto Blue Jays, and that strike killed that possibility. Who knew that it might not happen? Um, but yeah. Anyway, in the 1994 All-Star game, I remember the fans were chanting, "Joe wants Mitch, Joe wants Mitch," and remember, I think was Mitch Williams on the mound for that All-Star game when Joe Carter that bad? Was it just Joe Carter? But yeah, Joe wants Mitch, Joe wants Mitch. That's what the fans were chanting at that All-Star game. Yeah, do that search YouTube when you get a chance. Because I mean that is something that really good at. So and yeah, I can't. I don't think I'm gonna be allowed to on stream here, but do that search on YouTube on your like when you get a chance to. Um, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. That's for sure. Uh, but yeah, it's great to see that. Um, it's really great to see that. The Blue Jays are doing pretty well. You know what? I think I can check out at least the standings. Um, okay, so let's standings. Okay, where are the Blue Jays? They're in third. The AL East. How are they doing the wild card? Check wild card standings. Um. Well, not. I sure. A little worried about a video playing by accident. Here. Oh, here we go. Wild card. I just standings. Um. So here. Oh, I think those are the division leaders. Let's check division. Yep, those are the division leaders, and then Toronto on the wild card is 4 games back of Oakland for a chance to play uh, that 1 game wild card playoff to determine who moves on to the divisional series. Um, that's the problem that the Blue Jays have when it comes down to playing in such a tough division. Like they have to deal with New York and like with the Yankees and Boston as it is with their big wallets. Um, then you add in Tampa Bay, where it doesn't matter how small their budget is, they can still put together a competitive team just because they draft so well. And then also Baltimore at times can put up competitive teams. So that, like, I mean, when all those sports analysts call it the toughest division in baseball, they're not kidding. I mean, as it is, you got those two teams at the top with who can spend if there's no tomorrow on players, and then got these other two teams that can draft well too, and sometimes put up competitive teams. But the fact that the Blue Jays are at least in it is a good sign. um, just gotta keep playing well. Because not like anyway, like as you know, with the Blue Jays, I mean, you know that with my what with two of my subscription gifts, um, the subscribe, resubscribe, and then the gifted sub. Um, know that like you see that there's two uh Blue Jays gifts, but like you know with multiple gifted subs, if whenever that happens, there's another Blue Jays gif in there. So yeah, yeah, I am a Blue Jays fan, that's for sure. Um, and as you have seen with the gifts I have for the two of the subscription gifts that I have, uh, one of them is the Bautista bat flip from 2015. The other one is the like when Edwin Encarnacion in 2016 hit that walk-off home run to win that wild card game, send the Blue Jays into the series. I forget who they played in 2016 in the divisional series. Been the Rangers again, or was it the Royals? I can't remember. But yeah, it was that. That's the GIF. Yeah, so that's the GIF. The Edwin Encarnacion walk-off home run. Uh, that's another great moment in Blue Jays history. And I also got to watch that live and uh, see the celebration, and it was great. Um, so hopefully, Blue Jays can make the playoffs. But I mean, like 2015 and 2016, uh, Blue Jays are not playing in a weak division as you saw in those standings. Like Boston first, Tampa second. The Blue Jays are in third. But the Blue Jays are coming up because they do have a very strong team. That's for sure. So hope that so next week is the All-Star break. So hope that not just leading up to the All-Star break, but afterwards, they start really improving. Okay, let's check up on the hockey game. Hopefully, it's good news and not bad news. Okay, looks like. Yep, it looks like That's right. The Canadiens won 3-2 in Game 4. So, all right. All right. That's good. That's good. The Habs won 3-2. So the series is still on. Can they do it? Can they pull off what they did against the Leafs and come back and get the Stanley Cup back in Canada? It has been way too long. And actually, the last time the Habs won the Stanley Cup, um, anyway, as I was saying, the last time the Habs won this, the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup was 1983, and the last time the Habs won the Stanley Cup was 1993. I remember watching that series. I remember I don't. I remember watching it. Oh, I can remember from it, but there's a sticker book for 93, 94, and I know one of the pictures in there is of the Habs team that uh, that won that Stanley Cup. Um, yeah, because when I was a kid, every year there would be these sticker books where um, go to any mark or whatever, like collect all these different stickers, just just for fun. It was just something to do for fun, and put them in the appropriate places. Then uh, it was just a way to have some fun. Like you buy the book, you have all these things like you have the teams and uh, there's that uh, the, the makers of the sticker book. Like you collect all of them. Sometimes there were celebration stickers that you could collect and all that, and yeah, you go to a supermarket, you buy it, and it's a little different than collecting sports cards because, like I said, they're stickers, so you put them in the book in the appropriate place where you're supposed to. Um, but unfortunately, they because of how they sold like the stickers would come in packets, the way they sold them and all that, you couldn't get all the players, you couldn't get all the stickers. So, like for instance, if it's a they put four stickers for somebody drinking out of the Stanley Cup in celebration, might only end up with one of those stickers or two. Very rarely would you get all four. Some sometimes you might get three, but yeah, it was you couldn't get all the stickers. Um, so yeah, it was a little different than collecting sports cards. Well, they did that the sticker books for hockey. Not sure about the other sports. Yeah, that was something fun to do. I'm just lifting up my arm. Yes. It's yeah, I can lift it pretty well, so not a big deal. Um, but yeah, I also collected some sports cards when I was a kid. Uh, I have two binders full of them. Uh, like all different types of sports cards. Another thing with sports cards as well is sometimes you get a lot of repeats. I don't know what I have, and I think they Tim Hortons does that now, but sometimes the cereal companies would also put, like, for sure, hockey cards, at least here in Canada, to the boxes. Uh, so yeah, I've all different types of sports cards. I remember for a week at my elementary school, they would have this thing called the shopping mall. Uh, yeah, so sometimes other kids, like whatever sports cards they name or whatever, they would just put it up there or put it in there in one of the places. So yeah, I got some sports cards from that. There aren't too many sports card shops anymore, compared to when I was a kid, which is unfortunate. Uh, that was also something that was fun for me to do as a kid, and it would probably be something fun that a lot of people that are the kids or adults who love to do now still. Oh, like there's a few in Well, no, there's a few in Calgary now. Yeah, there are a few sports card stores now in Calgary. Just, sports cards, various collectibles. So a few in Calgary, but I mean, when I was a kid, like there were a lot more. Like I remember there was one. It's a mall near my house, and sometimes mom would take me and my brother over there to buy some sports cards. It's really unfortunate that there aren't sports card stores anymore because that is also a very fun thing to do. I remember when I was in elementary, uh, sometimes kids would get together and trade their sports cards. Whatever they whatever they were going to trade or didn't want to, like, they would they get together and trade. I didn't get involved with that. Wasn't too interested, but there were some who did that. I didn't realize that I'd like I'm just on my Instagram here and realize that I clicked on uh play music anyway. Um, but yeah, I'm happy that Habs made it. Or not, I'm happy that the Habs bought. Or not bought, but I'm happy that the Habs won that game. Hope that they can pull off what they did in the first round and come back. That is really great. Hopefully, um, yeah, they can get 3 more wins. I know it's tough. The odds are against them, but they did do it against the Leafs. So, let's hope for the best. Yeah. Okay. So the arm is still okay, and I'm feeling great. Outside the sore arm, the second COVID shot hasn't affected me. I I got the Moderna shot. So because what happened was 6 weeks ago, okay, what happened was 2 months ago. That's when they opened up the booking for the vaccine, and I wanted to get either Pfizer or Moderna because like yeah, like 2 months ago for the first shot. they opened it up for people in my age group, and I wanted Pfizer or Moderna, and it was a little complicated and a little difficult to uh, okay, I'll just yeah, anyway, as I was like before I take a little bit of a break, just want to finish the story. Wasn't like I wanted the Pfizer or Moderna because those are sort of the two best, and yeah, it was a little complicated, and a little difficult to get a booking, and then finally I decided to look through the AHS Alberta Health Services website, and about it 6 weeks ago. Like now where I got my second shot is also where I got my first shot. They said your game Moderna, like the online booking was for either Pfizer or Moderna, and that worked out for me. And with the online booking, like the site that I went to, like when we went through and all, they said you're getting Moderna. Okay, that was, and it was like, yeah, that's fine. One of the two best. And then I, after I got the first shot, then it told me there that it could be up to 4 months. So I was thinking, oh boy, it might not be until September before I get the second shot. And then the Alberta government started announcing bookings for second doses, but originally I wasn't supposed to book it until last Monday, and then because the Alberta government was having trouble getting people to continue booking their first shots, they started opening it up for second shots a little sooner. But you had to wait 28 days, so 4 weeks. So wasn't able to book the second shot until 2 weeks ago, and well, today was the earliest day available. I got into the system, so anyway, I got the second shot, and that's good. Although today, the vaccination clinic was a lot more busy compared to when I went 6 weeks ago. Uh, the maybe the reason is I wanted to travel. Maybe I don't know. I do know that the Alberta government also opened up the lottery. Like those of you in Ohio and few other states, you'll know that your state governments um, created a lottery to try and encourage people and entice people to get vaccinated. Well, the Alberta government did the same thing. They created a lottery because first doses slowed down to a very low trickle. I don't know the exact stats, but I think it was around. It's around 72% have first doses. Uh, so they want to try and get that up as high as possible, and so they're using the lottery as a way to entice people. So, well, I don't know if it will work or if it won't, but never know. I mean, vaccination clinic today was really busy. It might have been a lot of people getting their second doses, like me. There have been some people also getting their first doses, and this is when they had the opportunity. So, yeah, hopefully things work out for, like I said at the beginning, hopefully things do work out, and we're not back to a lockdown situation like we were last year. Um, uh, March, April, and early May, and then again throughout basically most of December and all of January, and then again throughout May. Hopefully, we're getting to the light at the end of the tunnel. Anyway, as I mentioned, need to take a break. It's a bathroom break. I'll be back. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Just gonna send something in Discord, then trying to figure out also what we can talk about. Let me talk about. Remember last Monday, uh, App and I, we were talking about soccer and Canada and the U.S. are doing. But and well, we'll see what happens in the final round of World Cup qualifying. Hopefully things work out there for both Canada and the U.S. and it's a Canada and the U.S. both can make it to the World Cup. Canada does have its best team, so and they have some really good players, both currently on the team and coming in the pipeline. And the best part is they actually want to play for Canada. They don't want to play for other countries. So that's also a positive. In terms of basketball, well, for those of you in Canada, the Canadian basketball team didn't move on to the Olympics. They couldn't win the last chance qualifier, but it does look like they have uh, they have a good team. Like they have good players and good players who actually want to play for Canada now. So, because from what I read, they had 7 NBA players on the roster. I remember a time when no, well, like in the 90s, Rick Fox, yes, the actor Rick Fox, uh, he was actually a basketball player for Los Angeles Lakers, and he's from Canada. Uh, he would answer the call whenever he could for the Canadian basketball team, but outside of him, there weren't too many Canadian NBA players or really good Canadian basketball players. And then came along Steve Nash, and he played for Canada quite a bit until G. Trion got fired, and didn't want to play for Leo Rollins for whatever reason. Okay, um, well, like whatever the reason. And also another Canadian NBA player who did play under. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So anyway, Steve Nash, he played. And the last time Canada made it to the Olympics was in 2000. And that was Steve Nash team. But outside of Steve Nash, they couldn't get too many Canadian NBA players because some started coming in. They were pretty decent. One of those was Jamal McGlower, who didn't want to play. Like, he was a good player. He would have helped out the Canadian basketball team. But I don't know why. But for some reason, he just kept declining it. Like, why he didn't want to play for Canadian basketball, for the Canadian national basketball team, I don't know. But at least from what I read, it was for some selfish reasons that I don't remember. But anyway, he didn't want to play for Canadian basketball, or for the Canadian basketball team. And like he was the like Steve Nash, of course, was the biggest name of that era. Jamal McGlower would, if he uh, did accept the invites to the Canadian basketball team, would have been the other big player. And who knows, it might have inspired a lot of other Canadian basketball players to answer the call. They were in the NBA. Never know. But for whatever reason, Jamal McGlower didn't want to play for the Canadian basketball team, and like he kept getting invited, and he kept turning them down. Fast forward, so anyway, Steve Nash carried the Canadian basketball team in 2000. They made the Olympics. Kind of, you know what? Let me just check. How did Canada do there? I don't know if they did good. I can't remember if they did good or bad. Um, let's check right now. Oh yeah, and it started in September because, well, as all of you, as all of you in the southern hemisphere know, it's winter there. So right now, like we're in summer here in America and Australia, for instance, like the southern hemisphere in general, but like Australia, will. So we're talking about the 2000 Olympics. It's right now winter, so it would be a little cold if the Olympics were in Australia during July or August. Um, Better to wait until just the spring anyway. But there's basketball, and there's the men's tournament. So Canada didn't win medal. Oh wow! So before the 2000 Olympics, it was the 1988 Seoul Olympics that they were uh, Olympics. What did Canada do? Did they make? Okay, so Canada won their group, and they made it to the quarters. They lost to France. So yeah, and that was the last time Canada made it to the Olympics in men's basketball, at least. They have done better on the women's side. Um, Six appearances. They okay. So oh, that's at the World Cup. Okay, America Cup, Olympic Games, 6 appearances. Okay, well, still, they've made it to more um, Olympics than the men's side has. But a big reason is on the men's side, like they just couldn't get the players. Oh, oh no, never mind. Okay, never mind. As you can see, they've made it like they're improving. Anyway, so 1988, 2000, and of course, as I've read in the history books, the boycott from 1980. Um, anyway, big thing is for the Canadian men's team, they've had trouble getting players to commit. Like anyway, so I talked about Steve Nash, and then Jay Triano got fired. Don't know why or what the reason was, but anyway, Leo Rowdens that was the coach, and for some reason, Steve Nash didn't want to play for Leo Rowdens. So then, the best basketball player for Canada during the Leo Rowdens coaching era was Samuel Dalembert, and he had a falling out with Leo Rowdens. Again, don't know what the reason was, but didn't work. But yeah, he didn't play because of falling out with Leo Rowdens. And then Leo Rowdens got fired. Steve Nash took over as Team Canada GM, and Jay Triano again became head coach. Uh, like Canada pretty well in the 2015 FIBA Americas. Way to check the squads thing. Maybe I'll have to. Yeah, that's the current roster. 2015. Okay, so yeah, here's Adriano's the coach. Okay, Adriano's the coach again, and Hamza's the coach. Oh, so they did have Kelly Olynyk, who is a very good player under the Leo Rowdens era. So you can see they had trouble getting like the top players to play under the Leo Rowdens era for one reason or another. Um, although did get Kelly Olynyk to play for Leo Rowdens. This was a good player. Joel Anthony, he was a pretty good player. What happened to him anyway? Oh, okay. Oh, he's now in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Okay. Uh, Tristan Thompson, another good player. So, Corey Joseph, oh, he's a really good player. So, um, as you can see, huh, Bear there. Oh, hey, Quincy, thanks for coming in. I appreciate the lurk. How are you doing today? How was your day? Or Samuel Dallenberg tried to play for Leo, or was that during training camp? But I might have had it wrong that was the best player under the Leo round. Oh, there he is. I just found his name. There he is, 2007, and then after and he had a falling out with Leo Routins for one reason or another, and so he didn't answer the call anymore. But so Joel Anthony, he was pretty good, but there's Kelly Olynyk, there's Corey Joseph, but there's Tristan Thompson played under Jay Triano. Or play for Oh, he did not play under Leo Routins. Anyway, um, so as you can see, um, Joel Anthony, Corey Joseph, uh, Kelly Olynyk, those were there's Joel Anthony, Corey Joseph, Kelly Olynyk. Those were the best players. Like there were a lot of good NBA players. Okay, and from Canada, but under Leo Routins era, they had trouble getting commitments. Uh, I don't know. I don't know why. Um, but they had trouble. And another one was, of course, Steve Nash. And this is like from what I read and where like what I've read in the forums and what I've read in the newspaper. Uh, I've read on some of these sports websites is because Steve Nash didn't want to play, only wanted to play for Jay Triano. Uh, that that's what I read. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I do know Steve Nash was pretty upset when Jay Triano got fired. Um, and under Leo Routins as head coach, they, they did have a lot of trouble getting like the best of the best Canadian players to commit. Then Steve Nash becomes Team Canada GM, hires Jay Triano back as coach, and it's 2016. No, oh yeah, the France collapse. Yes, and Leo Routins, or not Leo Routins, and Jay Triano, uh, was fired after that. Probably because they couldn't make it to the Olympics, and they came. I think that one also. Uh, Wiggins part of that team? Oh, not. But as you can see, Leo Routins got fired. Here, Anthony, Corey Joseph, Tristan Thompson, another good player. So, and Anthony Bennett. All I'll say about Anthony Bennett is I don't know why he's having trouble with making the NBA. He's clearly good when it's international play, and sometimes that happens with players good with international play, but not good in the NBA, and vice versa. So I don't know. Oh, okay, so you see, um, but anyway, yeah, at the beginning of the Leo Routins era, uh, Samuel Dallenberg was the best one. Then you had Corey Joseph, Kelly Olynyk. As you can see, when uh, when Jay Triano got back, started getting more players who wanted to commit, and now like Jamal Murray, this guy is always about who always, at least from what I've read, does commit or tries to commit whenever he can. But like Canadian basketball, okay, they didn't. Men's Canadian basketball team, I should say, specifically, didn't make it to the Olympics this year. But I mean, they're on the way up. Like there's a lot of good players in the pipeline already. There's a lot of good players playing. They have a good coach, Nick Nurse. Uh, that 2019 NBA Finals. Enough said. I mean, Nick Nurse took the team all the way, and also after losing Kawhi Leonard like before last season, he still did a good job with that team. This year, I mean, this season, I mean, basically COVID caused a lot of different things, and I think the Raptors had some injuries, and it was a trying year, but still, Nick Nurse is a good coach, and I mean, and when you get so many good players wanting to commit, I mean, that helps. And this isn't like, Steve Nash era, and he was the only one really committing. And guys like Jamal McGlure, for whatever reason, wouldn't commit. I mean, definitely Canada basketball is on the rise, I think. Uh, they already got a good core, and they got lots of players coming in the pipeline, so. So this is definitely uh, Canadian basketball is definitely one to watch in the years ahead. Sure. Just thinking about what else we can talk about. Let's do not do, but what else can we talk about? Now, in case a lot of you are wondering if I'll ever stream marbles, I don't know. Can't give you a solid answer right now because marbles is Windows only. So, I mean, that also, because like I've been part of many marble streams, so, like as a viewer and in the chat and playing with everyone. And one thing I've noticed about marbles is that also uh, uh, considered a chatting stream because as the host, the streamers who have marble streams are talking more with their viewers than they are anything else. So, in terms of marbles, like first, yeah, I have to work on getting the new gaming laptop. Um, Till that happens, can't talk about things that are Windows only. I can only concentrate on things that are Mac compatible and that I know will work on this MacBook. Um, um, I'm still just trying to lift my arm, and yeah, it's sore, but it's not like so bad I can't lift it very high. Now, in case you're wondering how this week's streams will go, I'm thinking of doing is especially since all I got was a sore arm from the COVID shot and should go away by Wednesday evening. Thinking Wednesday evening play Sims 4 and Friday, like because as I mentioned on Saturday night, I I found another version of the software, so move on past that red cage, uh, Thousand Year Door. Like don't really like I'd use the save file that I created for streams. I moved on past the red cage a little bit because read up just wanted to make sure that everything would work out past that, and it does. There were other things that I was a little worried about after red cage that I wanted to make sure didn't happen. And luckily, everything works out properly. And I'm thinking Friday daytime, play Thousand Year Door, and then maybe what maybe give Stardew a chance on Saturday night. Hope that I don't end up playing for that game for longer than I would like. Because yeah, 'cause, yeah, last Sunday I played Stardew 5 hours, and that was daytime. So uh, Saturday played Siberia because I was a little worried about Stardew taking too long. But maybe play Stardew um, Saturday night. But the onus on an eye on the clock. Make sure I don't go too late. Um, but if you're wondering if, say, Friday daytime, gonna be a 4 hour stream again, or 4.5 or 5. I don't know. Again, like I said, going 4 hours, 4.5, 5, it's tough. I mean, I did do it 2 times in a row. Weekend before with Friday, Thousand Year Door, 4.5 hours. Then going to 5 with Stardew last Sunday. Um, but being able to do that, it is tough. Uh, don't know how I'll be able to get there. I'll have to see how things go with the stream. If I do decide to go to 4 hours or longer. Um, and I'll also be looking at streaming Mickey's Racing Adventure for the Game Boy Color at some point as well. Not this Friday, of course. Because Mickey's Racing Adventure, or, it is a different type of racing game. Um, I do own it for the Game Boy Color. I got the game, like I have the lime green Game Boy Color. Still works. I'm happy about. The Game Boy Color that I have, Mickey's Racing Adventure, and one of the All-Star Baseball games. That I actually got that for my 14th birthday from my mom. So yeah, you all know I like to do all those things because you never know when you want to play them again. Um, with Mickey's Racing Adventure with Game Boy Color, that's a classic title. That such a classic title. For those of you who don't know what it is, when I do stream it, you're in for a treat. It is such a fun game, and uh, the storyline is kind of interesting. Um, like it's relaxed, but it's competitive at the same time because like you are trying to win races. It's also relaxed because a Disney, like it's a classic Disney title. Like the music um is really nice. Hey Tab, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. How are you? Oh hey Mochita. Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing today, Tab and Mochita? Yeah, I'm doing really good. I had a good day. And as you know, I got my second COVID shot, and the only thing that's happened is a sore arm. And I'm noticing I'm able to lift the arm a little higher than I was with the first shot. And yeah, I'm glad that got both shots. So I gotta wait for the 2 week immunity period, and then I can do more things. Uh, yeah, I remember you told me, when was it, Saturday, that, yeah, you've been busy with work all weekend. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you told me a few weeks ago you were getting the Johnson Johnson shot because just wanted the one and that was it. Yeah, I got Moderna, so two shots, but uh, the first one was 6 weeks ago, and I thought I'd be waiting till September for the second one, and then the Alberta government okay. Yeah. Anyway, the Alberta government had opened up the second shot booking a lot sooner, but I had to wait till 4 weeks after the first one before I could book it. So a couple of weeks ago, I and booked it, and the earliest I got was today, and I just decided to go to the same place I went for the first shot, the same Alberta Health Services clinic. It was busy today. Yeah, it was busy today. The vaccination clinic, like they had people who, like I get, they were giving both Pfizer and Moderna, so I had to make sure, so they had a separate line for Pfizer, a separate line for Moderna, and so of course, getting the Moderna shot, I went to the Moderna line. Yeah, yeah, the Habs won in overtime. I, I saw the score. I kept track of the score during the stream, and when I went back onto the Sportsnet website, I saw a picture of the Canadians celebrating, and I saw 3-2. So you never know. They may pull off what they did in the first round. Oh, three posts. I know how that I know how that feels with regards to the video games. In the post and then not being able to get a goal and giving up a goal in the end. But hey, you take the wins where you can. This time, the net was on Montreal's side. So Montita, did you watch the hockey game today, or like me, were you just checking up the score as much as you could? Yeah, from what I saw on the live tracker, uh, I mean, I saw Montreal up 2-1. Oh, and then I see 2-2. It's like, uh-oh. But it stayed that way, so in a way I was kind of... Oh yeah, during the stream I was also on the edge of my seat. Yep. Oh yeah, it like I remember that 2004 Stanley Cup, how the Flames had a lot of trouble winning in Tampa. I don't know if... yeah, Game 7, they had nothing. Until the last 10 minutes, and by then, a little too late. So yeah, and Tampa had a deep team then as well. But you never know. I mean, the Canadians did do it against Toronto. Yeah, like when like I don't know exactly the day I'd be streaming Mickey's Racing Adventure, but like that'll be one fun game show everybody. That's for sure. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how these Tampa teams are tough. Like it's not just hockey, even baseball. I was checking up the Major League Baseball standings earlier, and I see that Tampa Bay is in second place in the American League East, and they avoided a series sweep against the Blue Jays. And of course, the Lightning are doing really well. But of course, in this case, I want the Habs. I want the Habs to win. Actually, what happened was in 2004. When was it game seven of the first round or the second round? Were they playing the Sharks? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, 2013. 2013 or 2004. Uh, yeah, because anyway, 2004. Like when was it? The game seven, I think. Like I know the game went into overtime. I really had to go. Lightning's Bucks. Oh, okay. Oh, last year. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. The Bucks won with Tom Brady and Gronk. Uh, there are some people who aren't too happy that Brady and Gronk won another one. um, yeah, the Lightning. Yeah, they could be the first back-to-back winners in a while, if which would disappoint me because I want the Habs to win. Well, yeah, the Rays did make it and lost. Uh, yeah. Anyway, going back to 2013, um, I remember like it was I think a game seven. I know it was an overtime game, and I had to go to the bathroom real bad. So I went to the bathroom thinking, oh, this the game's not gonna be over for a while the way this is going. So while I'm in the bathroom, Flames win. Flames score the winning goal. And it's like, oh, they scored, and I had to go to the bathroom. Yeah, definitely last year was a good time for Tampa Bay. Yeah. Well, the only thing they're missing is a basketball team, and then they would have the big four sports. Although the Raptors this season played in Tampa Bay. Yeah. Well, it would make for an interest. Oh wait, they already have the Battle of Florida with the Magic, but that would be an interesting three-way battle if that ever happened. With Tampa, Orlando, and Miami. Well, you say that, um, but look at the NFL. They already had Tampa Bay and Miami, and they expanded to Jacksonville. So you never know. And I remember the. Well, yeah, the Jaguars have been struggling. I think they're also having trouble getting fans into the stadiums. Um, I remember in the 90s also, CFL actually had awarded a team to Orlando, and then at the news conference, the owner never showed up to officially announce the team. So, if, uh, if that had happened, yeah, there would have been a period where there would have been four football teams in the state of Florida. And wouldn't that have been interesting? And in fact, there was a possibility before the CFL just scrapped the whole U.S. experiment, where they might have put a team in Miami. So again, four football teams in the state of Florida. Oh, Tim Tebow is back in football now. Okay. Yeah, I read that he was having trouble. Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot. He changed positions to become a tight end. Yeah, because he didn't really do too great at quarterback. But yeah, Tebow is a guy who brings a following with him. Yeah, yeah, he brings a following with him. So, I wonder if people will come to the games to see how he does, or if they come to the games just because, oh, Tim Tebow. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember the one overtime win against the Steelers. Yes, I remember. And then he didn't play well the next game or something like that. And then I think that's when they brought in Peyton Manning. But yeah, yeah, his arm strength was that was the issue that hurt him as a quarterback. But you never know. Maybe learning from his stint in baseball might help him out because baseball. I mean, there are some things that you have to learn that you can translate from football and or to football. Like you have to steal a base. Well, yeah, he wasn't too good in baseball, but he might have learned something, like how to steal a base, how to avoid the catcher. Uh, uh, yeah, he played outfield. Could help him out there. But who knows? I mean, He's already got other tight ends and other players lining up to mentor him if he wants it. So you never know. Okay, hey, thanks for coming by, Tab. Really appreciate it. Yeah, hope you get a good night's sleep. Yeah, you have a good night. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, now also, uh, on the MacBook, I also got some Dimension NES and Sega Genesis games to work on it. So yeah, there will be streams of those games too. And again, they're all games that I own. Um, whether it was from when I was a kid or when I went to retro game store here in Calgary. In case you're wondering what the name of the retro game store um, that I go to in Calgary, it's called Video Game Trader. Uh, and finding out that that store was in Calgary, that was so helpful because being able to shop local instead of having to always go into Amazon to find the games that I'm looking for, uh, that really saves a lot of time. And actually, I just remembered that I have another like beyond Super Mario RPG. Like I'm not gonna stream Super Mario World or Donkey Kong Country. I like those games offline, and yeah, and if I get stuck, then I want to put the games and then it wouldn't be fun to stream. So those are two games I mentioned: Super Mario World and Donkey Kong Country. Uh, no, I won't be streaming them. I'll just play them offline. Uh, then now, and like I said, I have Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo that also be streamed at some point. Another game that I just remembered I could stream is NFL Quarterback Club for the Super Nintendo. I got that from Video Game Trader. Uh, there is this game called Vegas Stakes, but yeah, that I don't think is appropriate for streaming. Uh, there is Super Mario All Stars, but again, if I get stuck or something, it wouldn't be fun. So yeah, I'll keep those games. Uh, like I'll play those games offline or that cartridge offline. Uh, and there's also Lillehammer Winter Olympics. If you're wondering when that was, when the Lillehammer Olympics was, that was 1994. So they made a like you know how now for many of the Olympics they release video games. Well, they released it for the Lillehammer Games, and I have that for both Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, but because of how quick you can get through the whole thing, okay, like the whole thing can take 15, 20 minutes. Maybe half an hour, and I mean that wouldn't make a good stream. So that's a game that I won't stream just because of that. Um, but but a game that I can stream is well, let's see. I do for the Sonic games. And I did get him to work on the Sega Genesis, but well, if I'm gonna stream Sonic Mania at some point, I can stream the Sonic game. So yeah, even if I get stuck and have to keep starting over from the beginning, I can stream those. Um, so yeah, the Sonic games I can stream because I mean I have talked about streaming and like, not just playing, but streaming Sonic Mania whenever I get the gaming laptop. Um, let's see here, what else could I stream? Oh yeah. Like Mario Andre Racing is a game I can stream. Uh, as well, like Mario Andre Racing for the Sega Genesis, and it is a fun game. I like more of the career mode rather than the race now mode, just because race now mode uh, it might not be a challenge, whereas the career mode will be a challenge. Um, Another game that I can stream. NBA Live 97 I have, so I could stream that. Like that way we at least get some kind of a basketball game on here. ATP Tour Tennis, that's something that I have had so much fun with that game. Ever since I got it, 97, somewhere around there. 98, anyway, ATP Tour Tennis for the Sega Genesis, that's a fun game. That is a really fun game to play. And that is something that I'll definitely stream. It's that way, like I can't, like, as you know, I haven't bought a tennis game for PC because, well, I mean, there's no point wasting money right now if I don't have the gaming laptop. And, well, so, like, I really would have loved to stream a tennis game. Um, as I do like tennis. I watch it sometimes, TV, and it would have been fun to stream a tennis game, but excuse me, but no point until I get a new gaming laptop. So that's why I held off on buying a tennis game. Um, but at least with ATP, like at least tennis game built for the PC, but ATP Tour Tennis for the Sega Genesis, I mean, that is such a fun game that I definitely could stream. So that we get a tennis fix. I have NHL, like I have the NHL 95 cartridge. I think that was the first game bought after my brother got the Sega Genesis as a birthday gift for one of my aunts and uncles when I was 10, I believe. That was like the first game. Like the Sega Genesis came with Sonic Spinball, but we got NHL 95. So yeah, that is a game I can definitely stream. Um, oh, Primetime NFL. Now there is an interesting story. Like that is a fun game to play. So Primetime NFL is another game I can stream. That's a fun game to play. There is a story behind that. When it first got released, and my brother bought the cartridge for Sega Genesis, like from Walmart, I believe, and we were having fun with it. And we made it to the playoffs, there was this thing called Falcons at Falcon. There was this glitch or whatever. Falcons at Falcons, Falcons at Falcons. So we returned the cartridge. That's how we got Madden 96. Don't know if I'm gonna stream Madden 96. And I could, but don't know if I will. And then we didn't have it for a long time, and then last year, with some birthday money, went to Video Game Trader, and like I remember, like this was with the whole COVID thing, and they had their protocols in place where you have to write on you have to give a list of games that you want, and so I went on the website and I thought, oh, Prime Time NFL, and I mean, it's a used cartridge, but I mean, the fact that it probably that cartridge was a good one, and didn't have that glitch. I added it to the list. They had it, and so they found it, and I have it now. Again, all these years later. So yeah, that's how it went from I had it to not to having it again. Yeah, that's another game I'll be streaming. Um, I mentioned Bases Loaded and Roger Clemens Baseball for the NES. Play what Super Spike V-Ball? Yes, as well. Hold on, let me just check. Yep. Just checked. Water bottle filled, but yeah, I just checked and I found the Super Spike V-Ball cartridge, so I can also stream that Super Spike V-Ball for the NES. Got that also last year when I went to Video Game Trader. Uh, like Roger Clemens Baseball, I can stream. Don't know if I will, but I can. Bases Loaded, definitely. Or Bases Loaded 3, I should say. Bases Loaded 3. I, I said Bases Loaded. There were four for the NES. It's Bases Loaded 3. That's the one out of the four Bases Loaded games for NES. The one that I like the most, Bases Loaded 3. So yeah, I can stream that. Then stream Kirby's Dream Land 2 as well for the original Game Boy. I think I told the story about that. How somebody how like it was given as a gift by one of my aunts and uncles. Um, and like Kirby's Dream Land, I should say. Like, well, I got Kirby's Dream Land 2. Like the first Kirby's Dream Land, given as a gift by one of my aunts and uncles, and I enjoyed playing it. And then got stolen. And then my parents took me to Canadian Tire after sometime a month or two after it got stolen, and they bought me Kirby's Dream Land 2 to replace Kirby's Dream Land, and yeah, I can definitely stream that as well. There is NES Play Action Football, but I don't think that's a game worth streaming. I mean, so there are some options about some of these retro games I can stream, and that I definitely will stream. Um, it's like I know, uh, as you know, I am on the MacBook, so a little more limited because there aren't as many games for Mac, and especially with this being 2012, some of the newer ones may not work properly anyway on this MacBook, and some of the games that I could buy, they're not compatible with Catalina. And this MacBook has macOS Catalina, so playing of the like with the Sam Stardew, Siberia. Like I do also have Summer and Winter Olympic Challenge, but it is like I've gone through the game and all that, and I don't think it would be the right game to stream, so I wouldn't stream it. But some of those retro games is like I know like it is what it is, but like for instance with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, I mean that is such a fun game, and I am glad that I'm able to stream it. So I'm glad all of you are enjoying it. Um, and also like with these retro games, I can play on the MacBook because I own them. It's gonna be fun to show the games, play not just play them but also show you the games whether you've seen them or not. And but uh, making use of what I have available, if I can play retro games from older consoles on this MacBook, you know what? It's better than nothing. And hey, it's also it brings back a lot of memories. That's for sure. And especially like with playing Thousand Year Door, uh, that is so much fun, and it's so fun to be able to do it on stream uh, uh and be able to interact and talk about it with all of you. But yeah, so those are the retro games that I can definitely stream. But anyway, in terms of lineup for the rest of the week, um, yeah. So Wednesday evening should be The Sims 4. Okay. Uh, yeah, so yeah, Wednesday evening should be Sims 4, and then Friday daytime should be Thousand Year Door. And like I said, I found a version of the software that allows us move on from the red cage, and then I played it further on. Like I didn't save any of the progress because I mean the whole point is to stream all of that, like stream the whole story, stream the whole game. Uh, and anyway, when I went on and it works fine. It works properly. There shouldn't be any issues with the version that I found in the great with the version that I found of the software for uh, progressing the great tree there with all those they're called punies. Those great things with the antennas. And then Saturday, I can do a Stardew. Saturday night, I can do a Stardew stream, and hopefully keep an eye on the clock. Make sure I'm not up too late. Um, 'Cause as you remember, last Sunday, first of all, I was late for my own lunch break, so instead of taking it at 2 or 2:30, I took it at 3. Then after I got back from lunch, I went another hour and 40 minutes to make the whole stream 5 hours. So yeah, don't want to do that in the evening at all. Um, then maybe next Monday. Um, depending on I'm 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 feeling about doing the stream. Instead of doing a chatting stream, I can load up Mickey's Racing Adventure then. Uh, kind of to change things up a bit. Um, no, I said last Monday I'm thinking about making Mondays the chatting stream day, but sometimes switching it up from chatting to playing a game is also a good thing, especially when it's a really fun game like Mickey's Racing Adventure. And uh, and if you looked at YouTube videos, you've seen speedrunners get it done in an hour. I don't think that's gonna happen with me. If because when I first played it, me days it took me a long time just to get to Goofy, and then to make it like the Pluto part in the Goofy section. Um, took a long time, and then the final. I didn't make it to the Golden Bone section, but the final Get Bones section that Pluto has. Uh, I couldn't finish it, so I stopped it. And then a few years ago, um, I went on YouTube. I think this is when I had the other tablet, the Asus one that started giving me problems after a few months. Um, uh, I looked up a video just to see, Mickey's Racing Adventure, the little parts. And all of a sudden I see the solution. It's like, finish this game. So then I did it. I finally beat the game. However many years after I first started the game. Finally beat it a few years ago, so yeah, I don't think I'll be finishing that in an hour. Um, but yeah, so as well, like I do enjoy the chatting streams. It's a nice change of pace just to sit and hang out and talk with everybody. But also playing games is also fun and sometimes mixing things up like that. And not always doing chatting streams on a specific day. Just playing games is just seeing how things go. That's also a good thing. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing next Monday. Like I don't know, I'm thinking like depends on how I'm uh, like what I'm feeling like doing. But it might be Mickey's Racing Adventure next Monday. So yeah, that's pretty much what the lineup would be. Um, Wednesday evening, Sims 4. Friday daytime, Thousand Year Door. Going on with the Great Tree. I found a version of the software that works. Then Saturday evening, Stardew. Me hoping that I don't stay up too late playing that and end up getting lost again in the game. Um, so I didn't think I would be able to find anything to talk about for 2.5 hours or more than that. Yeah, I am really happy I was able to find something to talk about for 2.5 hours. Um, I think I'll end it here. I'll end it with a raid. Let's see, who can we raid? Uh, somebody, um, somebody to raid. Oh, okay. That is on. I think he recently. Let's check to see if he's still playing. He recently became affiliate. He recently became affiliate. Part of Discord that I'm a member of. You all like if you all for Brittany, we rated a month ago, I think. Um, anyway, she's part of Brittany, or not she. Anyway, I should say he is a part of Brittany's Discord. Um, I haven't actually formally introduced myself to him, but I think this is a good time to do so. So, the name is I am Seattle TTV. I am Seattle TTV. So, I haven't formally introduced myself to him, but I think this is a good time to do so. So we'll raid him. Um, and he's playing one of the Call of Duty games. Anyway, so I think this is a good time as any to formally introduce not just myself, but everybody to introduce themselves to I am Seattle TTV. Okay, so thank you everybody for coming in tonight. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of you who were able to come in and just talk and hang out with me. So as I said, Wednesday's stream is going to be an evening stream, and I'll be playing Sims 4. Let's see what other adventures we can make that sim go through. Um, so yeah, again, thank you everybody for coming in tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out and just talking with me. And let me just now get the raid all set up. Oh, okay. Looks like we have two more people who came in who joined the raid. Okay, thank you for coming in to increase the viewer count by a little more for I am Seattle TTV. Really appreciate that. Let's say hi to him now and formally introduce ourselves.